So happy, estou muito feliz. It's great to have you here. I think that maybe our task, or what we have ahead of us, is a series of questions, and Christina and I will sort of throw a few questions, or one or two questions, and then we will open it to the floor. So we want you to participate. The reason why we have this circle this way, a razão pela qual a gente tem esse formato aqui, is to have some space, not between us, separating us, but actually some space for them to probably perform. Yeah, or them, yeah. But actually my first question, a minha primeira pergunta is exactly, we have many mics now, microphones. I love calling them mics. The first question, our students know my bad jokes and they are so nice, they always laugh at them. I love them. Lily is the only one who doesn't. But anyway. So, my first question is actually about exactly this idea of having a space here to perform. I'm curious to know from your point of view, what did you say through your bodies that cannot be said with words? This is maybe too much of a generic question, I guess, but I'm curious to hear you about actually expression. I mean, we are here in a university, sort of part of a class, and we academics are too much connected to sort of a logocentric world of words. So, what did you guys say that cannot be said through words? O que vocês disseram que não dá para falar com as palavras? Who wants to start?
A primeira coisa que me veio na cabeça é a lembrança de que a dança é um modo de lembrar que existem coisas que não se diz com as palavras e que é importante essas coisas serem, essas coisas que não são ditas com a palavra, serem assimiladas e serem lembradas e serem sensibilizadas.
The first thing that comes to mind is that it's important to remember that what dance does for us is remind us that there are in fact things that you can't say with words, but that it's so important to remember them, to assimilate them into our culture, these things, and also to
memories that cannot be said finally, so it's a sort of an actualization of memories. Do you, Alicia, want to?
Yeah, I think that an expansion of that idea of memory, I think for me it's a historical memory that is embedded in the body, that of which perhaps I know a little bit consciously, but there is knowledge of which I'm not even conscious of that may appear through the moment of performance. And I think in that sense also the interest that I have in improvisation, which is a historically grounded form, from the music and dance form that I'm working with in particular is called bomba. It's the oldest Puerto Rican music and dance form developed during slavery in Puerto Rico, and it's an encounter of cultures, European, African, indigenous. And so that's a point of reference for me, and I feel that which is founded in improvisation. So in bomba, what characterizes that form is a relationship between a lead drummer and a solo dancer inside a large collective. But the improvisational dialogue between those two is what characterizes bomba. Right? And so I'm, as a contemporary dance artist, I'm looking for improvisation as a bridge between myself as a dance artist and this cultural heritage that is part of my system, right? And I feel that in that improvisation, which the solo that I did is improvised, there is something that I cannot articulate, that I'm discovering as I am in the process of doing, that has to do with what cannot be said with words, right? So it's elusive. I can't.
That dance, yeah. Could you remind us of the title of the dance? Yeah.
So that solo that I'm working on is, my working title is Portrait of a Deity. Yeah.
The reason why I ask is because I couldn't remember, I thought you used the word God, but deity is different.
Yes.
Where does gender come in your construction of the deity?
Yeah. So I've been looking for this piece. I've been looking a lot at. I'm hesitant to say it because I don't want to be held to certain knowledge that I actually don't have. So what I have is an interest, a curiosity about deities in the Afro-Caribbean sort of experience, right? Of which I don't have exact knowledge, but I'm very interested in. So there is a deity I'm looking at called Ersuli, that is mostly from Haitian voodoo, although it is also in other, and Brazil, I think, Ersuli is important. And she is a sort of three-in-one that I'm really interested in. And if I keep digging down, then I look into the orishas of Yemaya, Oshun, and Oja as different archetypes of women, right? Or female, not even women, but female energies that I have distilled for me into mother, lover, and warrior. So those archetypes are the ones that I'm playing with in terms of the deity, and different ways of channeling, of engaging with, of putting in different places at different times is female energies that combined speak of the multiplicity and possibilities of those forces. Right? And I think a lot about them, the idea of the portrait of a deity right now in terms of as a response to violence, right, which is so much around us. So this deity for me has to do with how to respond and deal with violence right now from a point of love. So those are things that I'm thinking about.
So since you brought the topic up about violence, I was thinking about this idea of the grammar of the body, and I was thinking of Antonio de Nebrija, who wrote the first grammar of the Castilian language, and that was written with a purpose. It was very strongly connected to the idea of empire, creating the construction of the Spanish Empire, and I see this, your dances, as a response of the colonialized body. And when Antonio Nóbrega speaks of the grammar of Brazilian, grammar or the poetics of Brazilian dance, I think of that as the dance that is the result of the dominance of the Spanish coming into the New World, and so that a lot of that is the response to the oppression that comes with the grammar, with that Castilian grammar. So I was wondering if, in writing the poetics of Brazilian dance or the dances of the New World, the dances of the colonialized bodies, is it possible? How does one balance the discourse of the colonialized body of the violence has been, violence has been done to, and at the same time give a space for the discourse of those who dominated, those who made all, in some ways they made the New World happen, and they made this atmosphere rise, from which, where these dances come from. So how does one not, how does one do this, create a grammar of what it's, does one include violence, not include violence, how does one, how does what the colonialized body enter in dialogue with the body, the body, the grammar?
So let's, this is working on that.
Okay.
Aquela pergunta inicial sobre o que é a dança, eu gosto muito de uma definição do poeta Ezra Pound em relação à poesia, dizendo que poesia são palavras mais carregadas de sentido. Eu acho que a dança, eu poderia traduzir. Eu dou eu transfiro para a arte do corpo o mesmo significado. Quer dizer, a dança, ele carrega as palavras. Se eu faço aqui, pego isso aqui. It's the same movement, but this movement está mais carregado de sentido. Abstrata.
Going back to the first question about what is dance, I like the definition of the poet Ezra Pound, which is that poetry is words that are more filled with meaning. And so I transfer this definition to the body arts, movement arts, that dance is movement that carries words. And so if I do the movement one way, and then if I do it the second way, it's more meaningful.
Eu não tenho nenhuma visão transcendente em relação à arte, no sentido de que o artista é um iluminado, é uma pessoa que a certa altura baixa o espírito por um poder místico. Eu empresto a realidade física tudo aquilo que um artista faz. Eu acho que nós...
I don't have a vision, a transcendental vision about art. I don't believe that an artist is an illuminated person who has mystical spirit or powers. I loan to my physical practice.
I give to my physical practice. It's the whole meaning of body. There's no transcendental. It's really immanent. Is this a word in English? It's immanent. It's something about the body. So the artist handles and manages, deals with the body. There's no beyond there. I think that's the way I've heard you.
Se eu consigo despertar no momento da minha dança tudo aquilo que meu corpo me oferece e conectar isso com o cérebro, com as conexões neurológicas, então eu posso chegar a a situações muito que nós diríamos seriam da transcendência, da emoção. Mas no meu caminho, não existe nenhuma relação entre qualquer força divina e o que eu faço na dança quer dizer, em última hipótese, ou então o divino está dentro disso. O que também é possível dizer.
So if I can work with, or wake up, show everything that my body offers, and connect that with some kind of cerebral activity, neurological activity, I can take myself and the audience to situations that transcend emotion. On my path, I haven't had a real connection necessarily with a divine force, but maybe the divine is that which I'm doing.
Cristina perguntou sobre violência e eu vejo que a gente vive dois estados de violência. Uma violência do dominador e uma violência do dominado. E quando você olha para a cultura, é bem provável que o dominador seja vítima de uma violência muito maior. Quando você pensa no corpo e na possibilidade de se expressar através de outros recursos que não sejam só a razão.
So, speaking about violence, I think of two states, violence that happens from two states, from the dominator and the person who was dominated. And when we think about culture, it's really possible that the dominating person is a victim of a violence that's even larger than the dominated person, because specifically of the connections to a way of seeing the world that's only rational.
Então, eu penso, Cristina, que se a gente fosse fazer, né, se nos fosse dado um espaço para pensar coletivamente a questão do corpo no processo de dominação, eu diria que ele teria muitas respostas para dar, inclusive numa organização social que isso que a gente chama de civilização chegou. Né? Então, essas culturas tradicionais, essa memória presente não só nas danças, mas nessas manifestações culturais de uma maneira geral, elas tendem a resguardar determinadas ferramentas que a civilização não soube como utilizar. E o fato de não saber faz com que a gente, ao assistir determinados procedimentos, nos mobilize em certos lugares que não os atribua ao divino, mas atribui-os a um espaço da sensibilidade que poderia ser muito mais bem utilizada num processo de civilização, né? Pensando numa continuidade. Então, as danças, esse corpo, ele não se esgota naquele espaço ou naquela realidade, ou na Maria Eugênia ou na Alícia. Eu acho que são princípios, são sensações que poderiam estar fazendo parte de uma discussão universitária, de um congresso, de uma organização na política, porque são ideias que surgem, né, de uma mobilização, né, de uma energia física que vai fazer com que as pessoas possam raciocinar, se ver o outro de outras maneiras, para além dessa que a gente já vê. A gente, né, acho que se ganhou muito nesse processo de civilização, mas deixamos muitas coisas para trás, e sem dúvida o corpo foi a maior delas.
Vai dar certo, vai dar certo. Cadê? Onde que começou? I think it's a good thing we talked about this earlier today. I think that if we thought about the collective space, if we thought collectively about this space and the way the body has been in the process of domination, I think if we gave room to think about that, we could also think differently about our social organization, because there's a memory that's present, a history that's present in the cultural manifestations that we showed here, that really they're tools that have been carried with us through the culture that the rest of society hasn't known really what to do with or how to deal with. And so when we watch a dance like this or a cultural manifestation like this, we become mobilized in a way that we don't even necessarily understand. But that mobilization, it's not necessarily divine, but it's about a sensitivity and about a way of seeing each other and seeing ourselves and seeing each other that comes from a physical energy that it's like, it's not just about what you do there. It's not what Maria Eugenia did, what Alice did. It's the way those sensations can act upon us and help us see our world in a different way.